rolling, huh?
Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. I wonder if we get D-Max for that.
It was not anywhere close to good enough to get D-Mac for it. No offense.
Welcome back.
Welcome back
to Am I the Asshole, hosted by The Lousy Show.
That's us.
Oh. Hello.
Oh.
If you're first time here, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and drop your favorite Limp Bizkit song in the comments. If you're returning, you know what we're about. You know what you're getting. So
Nothing
you were expecting to hear that when you got in the video.
Yep. That specifically.
Maybe.
Specifically that.
Pacifically.
Pacifically.
Pacifistically.
Pause.
Pacifistically. This.
I'm done with this.
What are we doing here? No, welcome back, everybody. Good to see y'all here. Thank you again for stopping in. I actually have, before we even like really dive in, I have something I want to say that came up on a comment from last video. So our Tifu video. I'm pulling up the video right now. The comment was liquid. Actually, Future Sam, if you wouldn't mind, just put this right here. Liquid IV is ass if you look at the sugar content, defeats the purpose. Look up buoy drops.
Buoy
hydration. I figured I would do this with you here and now. Oh, they got a lot. Yeah, I saw it and I was like, this is something we got to talk about on the show. They got a lot. They've got hydration drops, digestion drops, brain health drops, rescue drops, energy drops, and immunity drops. All right, so the energy is what? No jitters, no caffeine, or no crash energy. Clean caffeine, L-theanine, B vitamin complex, electrolytes, trace minerals. See, this is something that I feel like we would try when we were doing our energy drink review.
Yeah, it would be.
If y'all have never seen those, go back and watch those. We used to do those, and they were a lot of fun. So,
but you know what? You guys should try Into the AM.
I was curious to see if he was going to do it.
It's normally your thing, so
let's flip it. You go ahead. Start it off.
No,
I'm here. Yeah,
guys, you know what it is. We talk about it every time. Into the AM. They got shirts, they got hats, they got hoodies, they got underwear, which I talk about every single time. And they are so comfortable, and they come out with new designs pretty much all the time. And if you go to their website, which is in the description and in the pinned comment, then you can get a nice little treat. Joe, what's that treat?
Well, if you go to intotheam.com/lousy, you missed one part. I was so proud of you. I'm gonna give you an applause. You missed one part.
If you missed one question on a multiple choice, it's still like a 95. That's still
that's fair. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Unless there's only one question on the test. But yes, go to intotheam.com/lousy. And when you get there, if you use our code lousy at checkout, you will get 10% off your entire order. That's right. Everything you have in your cart, 10% off. But here's a cool thing. If they're running a deal, say they run them all the time, it doesn't matter if it's 30% off, 40% off, 50% off, it doesn't matter what they're running. Our 10% stacks on top of that, which is even more money you could save by being able to wear some dope clothing like this, like that. So go check it out right now. Again, intotheam.com/lousy, intotheam.com/lousy. Where are the links at, Sam?
In the description and in the pinned comment.
Bang. Go check it out.
Even though I don't think we've been pinning the comment recently, but
we gotta get better about that. That was weird. Let's never do that again.
You did flow, this. I did not do this. You did this.
Hey, I did. But yeah, we'll also, now you have to say
fuck honey. Uninstall that shit.
And I have to pull you and nod at the camera. What he said. There you go. See? Now, as I was saying,
hate all
yeah, I'm definitely gonna try Bowie. So I want to give a shout out real quick. Cadoodles, thank you for the recommendation. I'm gonna try that out because I do have Liquid IV right here.
Shout out.
Yeah. See, the funny part about that comment was it looked like it was a shitter comment, and then they ended with an actual recommendation. That's how you do comments, right?
Yep.
That's how you do comments. You start with the aggression, end with positivity. Start with the aggression, end with positivity. It's that. It's how you do it every time. Every time.
Fuck you. I love you.
Fuck you. I love you. But y'all know why you're here today. It's not Bowie drops. It's not Liquid IV. It's time to talk about some assholes. Now, this topic today was brought up basically by you and I. We on Tuesday coming up, we are going to discuss something that after me attending this show right here, really need to come about, and that's going to be a fun episode talking about concerts and such. So I definitely recommend, sticking around for that. Hit the notification bell if you have yet to do so you get notified when we upload that episode.
Yep.
But today is all about concerts or concert adjacent items, things to do with concerts, shows, things.
We searched the word concert and found it.
That. So let's have some fun. If you enjoy concerts, my recommendation to you: drop your favorite concert down below in the comments. What show what show is the most memorable for you? While you're doing that, I realize how ultra zoomed in my camera right here for you is zoomed in.
It's a little zoomed. That's fine.
I'm gonna fix it real quick. I'm gonna do that for you.
You think I want to see more of you?
I mean,
take your pants off, big boy. Oh, what?
Hey, that's nice. Wait, anyways. All right. Who won last time? Me? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Fuck.
Double scissors, baby.
Scissor me timbers.
You. I was going to say the same thing.
Gotta be faster than that motherfucker.
All right. Let's jump in. 3 stories ready for y'all. All about concerts. I'm reading first. First one's up. Am I the asshole because I'm going to a concert without my wife? My wife.
My wife.
Context. My favorite band is coming into town this week, and we've been planning on going to this concert for a long time. The band my wife introduced me to, and it is now my favorite band. For those who are wondering, the band is an actual band. So, actually pretty good music. She takes pride in that and wants us to experience a concert together. She also loves them a lot. Here's the problem. My wife is 36 weeks pregnant. She doesn't and probably can't go to the concert because of the loud music, overcrowding, etc. When I say I still want to go, she is furious and frequently cries about it. She is pregnant, so I understand the crying. I can't help I can't help but feel as if she is being selfish. And just because she can't enjoy the concert doesn't mean I can't as well. What do you guys think? Am I the asshole? Is the edit okay to read?
Let's hold off on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like we're starting to become a broken record with kind of this adjacent product of, guy has pregnant spouse and immediately does dick things with it. And phrasing might not have been great there.
That was not great.
Anyway, yeah, but you know what I meant. But yeah, like we've said it time and time again. Pregnancy is very hard. Sometimes you have to sacrifice the things that you like for the betterment of everybody. And so if you like asked and she said no and you're just like okay, like all right, what, like, cool. But you're constantly saying that you want to go and then cries about it. Now you're saying that you feel like she's being selfish, which not a great thing to bring up about a pregnant person. Um, so yeah, I don't really like the phrasing in the post. I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just like we talked about. I can't remember if it was Am I the Devil or the one before that. It was a guy
And
with a
about the
pregnant
devil was
wife.
the one we talked about pregnancy.
Yep. That one was much
It was
worse than this, but
yeah, it was the fast food one or the
yeah,
things she couldn't eat one. Yeah.
yep. So yeah, sneaking that and then saying some very choice words about his very pregnant wife. Um, yeah, I mean, I think personally, she could say yes and say, "Hey, yeah, go ahead and have fun without me," but it's her prerogative to say no to. Especially since she introduced him to the band. That's a kind of a point of not just a point of pride, but that's I feel like you kind of owe it to her to take her with you for your first concert experience to see the band.
Yep. Um, what do you say here? What do you say?
I'm thinking asshole and just barely leaning everyone sucks and not like just because technically like if you take the pregnancy out of it and she's just like no you can't go for like no reason then no actually no I'm just gonna say asshole. I'm realizing what I'm saying now. I'm just gonna say asshole.
Let me okay. As someone who has sired two children, let me explain how this could have made OP not an asshole. You automatically assumed that at 36 weeks pregnant, she could not go. However, there is a way to confirm this without any confusion. Ask her doctor. Because here's a really cool part. They have handicap accessible areas for people who need to have special, ability to get out. For instance, if a pregnant woman wants to go to a concert and needs to be able to scurry out of there in a moment's notice, that is an area she could stand and or sit. I would have gone and talked to her doctor with her and be like, hey, totally random question while we're checking on the baby. There's a concert coming up. She and I both love this band. Is it possible that we could go?
Valid point.
At that point, the doctor, the medical professional, can tell you yay or nay and why. But you assumed she couldn't go. And then you just kind of took it upon yourself to say, okay, well, she can't go. I'm going to go. Also, there's one piece of this that I really wish we knew because it kind of adds an element of urgency to it. And that is if they had already bought the tickets. Because if they did, I'm assuming those concert tickets, based on how I've seen concert ticket prices recently, and this was 2 years ago, and they have not really come down since. They've only gone up. I can assume that they were probably expensive tickets.
Probably.
For perspective here, I went and saw Creed last year. Creed was, we were in the pit and we weren't even right at the stage. They had it sectioned. It was like three seated sections of the pit in the front, 3 in the middle, and then 2 in the back because they had the sound booth in the middle. And I remember we were if you're facing the stage, we were in the back right. I mean, not the back right, middle right. And those seats were 240 a pop. So let's just take into account here, right? Expensive concert tickets. If you feel like that's something that you don't want to either lose money out on or lose out on just because in general because you've already bought them and you feel like you can't sell them, that's a conversation to have with her. That's a conversation to have with her and say like, hey, I do fear we're not gonna get our money back on this. Just sit down and talk to her, like just hear her out, and then let her hear you out. What bugged me the most is you already locked that possibility out with the line, when I say I still want to go, she is furious and frequently cries about it. She is pregnant, so I understand the crying. Okay. Why is she furious? Is it just because you still want to go?
Yeah,
did you give her some logical justification as to why? Did you try and hear her out? You didn't give any context to what she said. You just said she's furious. Brother, let me tell you, pregnant women are next level when it comes to their ferocity. Simple as that. Like, the truth of the matter is, as men, we're never going to understand the hormonal makeup of a pregnant woman's brain because we never experience that. So you need to go in with extra care and be like, hey, honey, I understand you're mad. I do want to hear out why. Like, explain to me. Give me the context. And because of this, because of everything you did, like, it genuinely feels like you were more focused on the concert than you were actually hearing her out. You're really trying to give any context to help your case at all. I got a side asshole because you could have easily been not the asshole here. You could have just a few extra steps in this, which, as Sam, you and I both talked about. If the manual for just a typical day-to-day is like this, the manual for pregnancy is like this. And you could have gone a few extra pages, man, and try to make sure this wasn't a blow up in your face, but you're an asshole. So
yep. Now read that edit. Well, actually, sorry. Reddit says asshole as well.
Yeah.
Let's see if the edit changes anything.
All right. Edit. Okay, this blew up. I just want to add further information. You could have done this in the first post, dude. Come on now. First of all, I see everyone getting upset at me. I understand, but please take into consideration this is the reason I came to this subreddit, not because I feel as if I'm in the right. I'm asking because I wanted to seek the opinion of others. I tried to sell the tickets, but no one has bought them. So I put them up for sale. So no one's bought them. I put them up for sale 2 weeks ago, and the tickets totaled to $600. I asked all of our friends, and they are busy, so I didn't want them to go to waste. I said we planned it for a long time. That is the case. Since it's her first pregnancy, she didn't know how she would feel, but now she isn't comfortable going. I also want to add, we planned this with a group of friends, not just us. I didn't feel the need to add this information because personally, I didn't think it would blow up. For those of you who are asking, the band is very niche and hasn't toured in years, especially since COVID. She isn't worried about preterm labor, just upset that I would go without her.
So they were bought already.
Uh-huh.
Tried to sell
so
them.
All the shit that I just said was in the edit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's only one piece of this that didn't happen from what I said originally, and I feel like it would help her ease her anxieties. Talk to your doctor.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, talk to your doctor. It's gonna work out better in your favor that way to ease that mental struggle you're having because it is your first pregnancy.
Yeah. I mean, $600 is a lot.
$600 is a lot.
So I get she's uncomfortable going. That's fine. If that's her final decision, that's her final decision. but why waste $600? Or at least why waste $300? You know, like at least recoup some of it. Is it fair? No, but life isn't fair either sometimes.
Mm,
I don't think I'm going to change my verdict completely, but where I was starting to say to leading everyone's side might be starting to lean a little further. Maybe. I don't know. It's I feel the comments just roasting me right now. But it feels like $50 tickets. Fuck it. Just write it off.
typically, I would side with you on this. But I can't. And the reason being is the exact same reason we said last week. It took two to tango.
Yeah.
That baby is just as much his responsibility as hers.
Yeah.
And in situations, sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Again, I do want to reiterate the best way to get past this anxiety, talk to her doctor. But $600 or not, you made the decision to put your panias in her vagoober and splurt everywhere. So, so because of that, yeah, splurt. So because of that, you two conceived a child. Her anxiety is now your anxiety, brother. Like,
yeah.
There's inside of me, I want to say like, yeah, don't waste the money. But the truth of the matter is, when it comes down to that moment, and you recognize your partner really doesn't feel comfortable, like if you sit down and have that genuine conversation with her and be like, honey, what's going on? And she tells you, I'm just not comfortable with it. This is where I'm feeling. Again, talk to her doctor. Like, hey, let's talk to your doctor and see. If your doctor says it's not okay, then okay. If you're still feeling this way afterwards, I'll listen to you. You know, I'm with you. But you got to stand by your partner on this one. $600 is a footnote in the history, in the annals of history of how much money you're going to spend in life.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm still saying asshole. I'm just talking like one little notch, just towards everyone's section, just a little bit, just a little bit,
just a little bit.
But let's read some comments. We've been talking about this, yeah.
Yeah.
First one here is not the asshole. I will be in the minority, but I don't understand why most people here think that the universe revolves around someone who is pregnant. It would be wrong for you to go if you were close to the birth of your child. I would go to the show as you said it would be at first concert, and your wife can go with you in the future, and one night is no big deal. And to follow that up real quick before we light the torches and grab the pitchforks, the next comment says, I'm currently 36 weeks pregnant, and I agree with you 100%. This is in reply to the comment I just said. OP's not the asshole. Personally, I would send my husband to the concert to enjoy himself, and I would relax with my feet up and watch a movie. As long as you have access to your phone and your wife can get a hold of you in case of emergency.
I want to point out just one very simple thing here. The part of that comment that got me was, it would be wrong for you to go if you are close to the birth of your child. 36 weeks isn't just close to the birth. You're about to kick the fucking door in. For perspective, my youngest was born at 38 weeks. That's just 2 weeks past where OP's wife is or was.
I mean, some people perceive time different. You know, it's like, oh, it's just 2 weeks away, or oh, it's still 2 weeks away. You know, it's so far. So maybe it's that. I don't know. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. But
I know you are, and you're trying. You're trying. Next comment down. Second one was deleted, but the third one is going against the grain. It seems, but not the asshole. I'm actually in a similar situation to your wife. My partner and I have concert tickets for next month. Admittedly, it's not our favorite band, and I won't be quite as far along as 36 weeks. But it's standing room only, and I'm 99% confident I won't want to go. So I told him to take a friend and go and enjoy the evening. No point in wasting the tickets. You'll have to decide if this is the hill you want to die on. I don't think it is, but I don't think you're the asshole for still wanting to go. No. You're not the asshole for still wanting to go. You're the asshole because it's making it seem like you're not trying to have that conversation with your wife. You're just kind of like, I want to go. Like, okay, she doesn't want to go. Why? Talk to her. Like, that's the part that I think we're getting at is you didn't really have that conversation with her to give her the opportunity to even go. Like, you're just like, or to even like talk to her doctor to see if it was, okay for her to go.
Yeah.
I gotta stay with the asshole here. I have to.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's going to be different about how comfortable they are with certain scenarios.
Yeah.
And then, some people are jealous, I guess,
Apparently.
But, yeah.
All right.
Moving
next
on.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Am I the asshole for moving out because my mom sold concert tickets to help my sibling? I'm 17 female. I've listened to My Chemical Romance almost religiously, easily since I was like 7. They're playing in my country in a few weeks' time, and I had 2 tickets bought, one for me and one for my boyfriend. This concert was really important to me, partially because it's been rescheduled twice, and partially because alternative band members don't live so long. One may be dead before the next opportunity rolls around. Jesus Christ. My youngest brother,
though?
I mean, you're not wrong, but Jesus, like, it is an emo ass band. So, my youngest brother, Jack, 8 male, has cerebral palsy and has to wear AFO splints. They're bulky, so he can only wear certain types of shoes with them, and the only type he likes are quite expensive. My mom has tickets for Ed Sheeran, and she's just back from a holiday, so she's a bit broke. I assumed she'd sell her own tickets when she was talking about selling tickets. I was very wrong. She sold mine for like double the price I paid as well. They're sold out for the date we were going, and I really don't know when or if I'll ever get this opportunity again, so I'm livid. I packed my shit last night and went to my boyfriend's, whose parents are more than okay with it. My mom thinks I'm being beyond unreasonable for leaving, that I'm overreacting, that I'm making her look like a bad mother, etc., etc. She even got my older sister to ring me and berate me down the phone. I'm starting to feel like the asshole now, even though I thought I was right in the beginning. Am I the asshole? Quick little edit, which is relevant. I bought the tickets with my own money that I earned since I do in fact have a job and do not leech off my mother.
Say it with me now, Sam. Not the asshole.
That's easy. Open shut.
Yeah. If it weren't like the edit was exactly what I was about to ask. Did you buy the tickets with your own money?
Yeah.
Because if you like, here's the thing. As a parent, you have to make hard decisions, right? If you buy something expensive and you know for a fact that there's something that's much more pressing needed, you may have to sell that item. The expensive fun item. But because your parent, because your mother did not buy these tickets, you're not the asshole. Like you can't just sell someone else's shit. Period. Like,
before selling your own shit too. That's the thing that kind of gets me. Like, she's like, no, I'm going to Ed Sheeran. I just got back from vacation. Hey, oh, daughter, you know that band you really like? Fuck that. You're
Yeah.
not going. Because fuck you.
Yeah.
Yep. This
Like,
is,
and the thing is, like, the not only did she sell your tickets, uh, like she even got your older sister to berate you over the phone. Like, something tells me older sister doesn't know what mama did.
very likely.
Yeah. Cause like that to me, like I genuinely can't put the words together on this. Like, why? Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, that just seems really fucked.
Yeah.
Just, and even if she did also sell the Ed Sheeran tickets, like, you can't just go selling somebody else's shit. If they worked for it, got the money together, like, doesn't even talk about doing it, or like ask, I should say. Like, she technically talked about it, just, was vague enough to be able to kind of sweep it under the rug until the deed was done. So yeah, fuck all that. And also, My Chemical Romance is amazing, so that's a huge, huge bummer. So I hope they can see MCR again. Although I thought there was a point where we would never see MCR again, honestly.
Same.
But
I just, dude, sell your shit first. Like, why? Okay. I'm not gonna harp on it. I'm gonna go to the comments here.
yep.
First comment up. Not the asshole. Have you asked your mom why she didn't sell her tickets? I'd demand the money from her if you paid with your own money, which she did. Oh, OP responded. She never gets a break, yada yada type shit.
Even though I just got back from vacation and it's gonna go see Ed Sheeran. Yeah, no
Well,
breaks.
that's why I love the next comment beneath that. Her holiday was her break. Do you have a separate bank account she can't access? She sounds like she's taking advantage of you. Post on MCR event groups and keep your eyes peeled for spare tickets. I hope you get to go. I mean, yeah, like that. This,
Yep. Fuck that.
yeah.
Next one here, real quick, and then we'll move on. Not the asshole. Here's what you do: call the place you bought the tickets from and report them stolen. They will issue you new tickets and invalidate the old ones. Then, when the people who bought yours are stopped at the door, they will turn around and sue your mom. You get to go to your concert, and your mom has to face the consequences of her actions. Some real chaotic energy, and I'm loving it.
I was like, usually
Yeah.
I'm not on the side of like, fucking cause drama, but shit. Like,
I mean, it's what happens after she reports the tickets stolen is beyond OP's control. That's not her problem. Technically, if you get down to the letter of it, her tickets were stolen and then sold for a profit. Easy as that.
you have a point. You do have a point.
And then, I
All
mean,
right.
and we don't know if the people that buy them are going to turn around and sue her. It's definitely not the US. I don't know how, like, that'll probably be a small claims thing. So, like, do you really go through the process just to go for small claims? So, I don't think it might get quite to that level, but I think it's a good idea.
Um, trying to see if OP maybe had a follow up post, but they didn't. That's okay. Um, yeah, no, I'm all for the chaos. Full send. Do that. I hope you did that at least. It was 3 years ago, so I hope you did that.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully,
Last story.
that's the last story.
Alrighty. Am I the asshole for giving my concert ticket to another girl after my friend said she only wanted to go with me as friends? Juicy. I am 24 male, and I have a friend who is 21. She's really nice, and we've known each other for a year. She is my sister's acquaintance, and we met at my sister's birthday party. I have a crush on her, although she isn't exactly my type. Lately, I feel like I've been getting vibes that she likes me back. Last week, I won a raffle and have 2 tickets to see a famous singer perform next month in a nearby city. She also happens to like the singer, so I asked her if she wanted to go with me as a date. I said I can book us a hotel room and we can spend the night together. She said she'd love to go, but only as friends. She says she's all right with us splitting a hotel room as long as it has 2 beds. She told me she doesn't feel ready to date anyone at the moment, and she doesn't do flings either. So unfortunately, we can only be platonic friends. I said I'll think about it. I was quite hurt because honestly, I don't have much experience with rejection, and I was annoyed that she turned me down. Today, I asked my female coworker to go with me to the concert as a date. She immediately said yes and seemed quite excited about it, although she admitted that she never listened to any of their songs. Still, I'm taking her out for drinks on Friday, but just now, the friend who I asked originally asked if we were still on for the concert. I told her honestly that I already asked another woman and she seemed disappointed but dropped the subject. When I told my sister about what happened, she said I'm being really douchey. She says her friend is a huge fan of the singer and I should take her instead of my coworker who doesn't even like the band but only wants to go because she likes me. I said she can't understand because she's not a dude. Because let's be honest, if I had the choice between going out with a girl who only wants to be my friend versus a girl who is super into me and wants to take things to the next level, then obviously I'm taking the second one. Am I the asshole for just being honest about what I want?
Boy needs to get laid, dude.
Dude. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be as vulgar as possible. You can hear this man's balls dragging the ground through this post, man.
Man's desperate, and it shows. Oh. I mean,
there's only one right answer here.
Before we say it, because we all know what it is, let's just read the edit. Let's just switch things up a little bit. Let's read that edit.
Okay.
I just want to see what it says. Maybe it's something new. I don't know.
You trying to give homie a shot here?
I'm just, I'm just trying to help my brother out,
All right, so we're Steph Curry from the fucking opposite foul line. Got it. Okay. Edit. Because a lot of the hang up is over the hotel room thing. Yes, I would have been fine if the first girl agreed to go with me as a date, but wanted separate hotel beds / rooms. Nowhere do I even say that we have to share a bed. But the part where she says she's not ready to date anyone essentially means she's not interested in me. She likely said she'll go with me as friends just to be nice and not hurt my feelings. So why would I make the experience awkward for the both of us when I could bring along someone who actually is interested in dating me? Edit over.
That's giving big like over and out energy. Yeah, no, dude's an asshole.
I'm gonna say everyone sucks.
Apparently nobody sucks in this scenario.
So here's why everyone sucks. Okay. And I know that I'm gonna probably get cooked in the comments. So just wait. This dude's name is Nip Slip 911.
God bless America.
Oh no. Okay, I know y'all are gonna want to cook me in the comments. Just walk with me here for a second before you do, please. That's all I ask. Everyone sucks here because OP, you suck, dude. Like, you're not getting sucked, you just suck. Okay, you got upset because girl number one turned you down. That's fair. I would recommend trying to ease yourself along and how to handle rejection a little bit better. But yeah, you got a little upset. Everyone faces rejection differently. So you can't get mad at him for that. What you can get mad at is how he responded to his sister. The part where he says, I said she can't understand because she's not a dude. Wrong. everyone understands rejection, brother. Everyone's gone through it. Like, you did what you felt was needed. I'll give you this. The first girl turned you down. I would have made it very clear and obvious because of your intentions that you're not going to take her. Like, your intentions were to go as a date. I agree with your edit. You did not say y'all were trying to be in the same bed. You did not say you were trying to bang. So kudos for that. Your intention was you like this girl. You want to go on a date with her. She said no. I would have then said, that's totally fine. You know, the idea was to go as a date. I don't want to be awkward. So probably just, you know, we're probably not going to go together. You didn't do that. So you suck. Okay. There's that. Girl number 1. I applaud you for standing on all 10 toes about how you feel about the date. You didn't want to go. However, homie was honest with you. So I don't know if your disappointment was aimed at him, but at least he was honest when he was like, hey, look, I'm going with somebody who I actually want to go on a date with. Granted, this is after the fact, so you kind of still felt like you were still going. I'm not going to say you completely suck, because you don't really. It's more of just I would have liked to know if there was a dialogue between the two of you after your disappointment. So I'm going to say you're probably off the hook. Girl number 2, you're not on the hook here. You did nothing wrong. Honestly, kudos to you for going to a band that you don't know anything about to be with a dude that you actually dig. That's some good energy right there, because that means you actually want to spend some time with him. So you're not on the hook. But but now, sister, not your place to get in on this. She said, I'm being really douchey. She says her friend is a huge fan of the singer, and I should take her instead of my coworker who doesn't even like the band, but only wants to go because she likes me. Like, that's not your place to say. You're just taking it for your friend because your friend, which it sounds like there was a dialogue afterwards, but your friend was upset because she's not going now. But granted, albeit it was late, OP was honest, was like, hey, she actually wants to go with me as a date. I'm taking her instead. End of story. The more I whittle this down, no, you're an asshole, dude. I realize that.
Yeah. So like, there are multiple assholes. There's only 2. There's OP and his sister. That's it. The 2 girls, nothing wrong. First one, very clearly stated her boundaries.
Yeah. Which is great,
very,
by the way.
Very healthy. And then the thing too is OP, I think, is probably potentially missing out on a big opportunity because, like, you know, you're already friends, you're getting to know each other. Going as friends can be a really good way to get to know each other better and potentially blossom into a better, like, into a relationship down the road. Now, you can't string yourself along too far because then that's the whole friend zone thing. But, you know, like, it's one of those things that, like, I think guys should, and it unfortunately doesn't happen very often, have platonic girlfriends. You know, like, it's, and a lot of dudes don't. There's a very toxic masculine thing kind of behind that, but it's a very good thing to have. It will kind of reshape your thinking to not be a fucking dick. So like, I think he absolutely should take the first girl. It sounds like he's already in on the second one if they're going out for drinks anyway. You know, like, so I mean, he could still explore that option and still have a good friend at the very end of the day. You know, so like, girls that aren't his sister didn't do anything wrong. Sister is an asshole. Although, I mean, she's just sticking up for a friend, but whatever. And OP is definitely an asshole.
I agree on the entire, you know, having platonic lady friends thing. Like, you and I both have platonic lady friends.
Yep.
They are great. I love my lady friends so much. They are able to give me perspective that I can't get from dudes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't understand, right?
Having a dick is so hard. Okay. And I just,
well,
and sometimes it's soft,
time.
but
yeah. But I mean, the thing is this, I will go against you on one thing. I think he's making the right decision because he's in his dating mindset. Like he wants to
Oh
go,
yeah, for
he
sure.
wants to go with somebody that he enjoys, like is like in that way. Um, so I don't think it's wrong of him to go without a platonic friend.
Oh, I'm not saying it's
Uh,
wrong to go without. I'm just saying he's missing an opportunity.
okay, I'm
Yeah,
just making sure.
that's oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'm definitely
and
not
I
saying
agree.
he's wrong.
I agree. There could be that opportunity to blossom that friendship even more, but I mean, I can't fault him, man. Like he wants to look. I remember being 24 once. Okay, I remember my 20s. Okay, like you go through phases where you're like, man, I really just want to kind of have that genuine connection. You got a lot of friends, and that's a good thing. Um, I mean, like, I want to say everyone sucks here, leaning asshole, because not everyone sucks. Like you and I agree, him and his sister definitely are assholes here. I don't think she should have stepped in my opinion. I think I get why she's like trying to take it for her friend, but he didn't really do anything wrong. He's an asshole for what he said to his sister.
That doesn't mean it's an everyone sucks. You know, like you can be an asshole without necessarily being wrong. You can be a correct asshole. You know, that's not exactly out of the cards.
Yeah, I guess
You
you're
know,
right.
like
How do we judge this then?
he's still an asshole. Like you know, he's
Yeah.
like that. You know, like I think the only sorry, this is the best way I think to judge it. The reason he is an asshole is because from the post, it sounds like he did not communicate with original person
Mm-hmm.
very well at all.
Fair.
You know,
Fair.
if he had done exactly what you said and said, "Hey, you know, I was kind of framing this as a date. It's gonna be a little awkward. You know,
Yeah.
really sorry to get your hopes up. You know, but you know, like if he had just communicated that from the get go, that would have made him not an asshole. Then he would
Yeah.
have extended an invitation for you know, I'm not going to say with expectations, but you know, with the mindset of it being a date. She says, "No, don't want it to be a date." He says, "Okay, so, you know, sorry, gonna pull that back." If he had done it straight away, but since he waited, from what it sounds like, that's why he's an actual asshole. You know?
Yeah. All right. I'll lean asshole on this one. I will say
Yeah.
asshole. I still agree his sister didn't need to step in, but I mean, he was definitely an asshole.
Yeah.
There are certain key items here. I don't think he's a severe asshole though. I don't think it's fair to like
No,
judge him as like a being a straight up, fucking
he's a young,
like
horny dude. Like, you know,
yeah, hundred
he's gonna
percent,
make some
hundred
bad
percent.
decisions. This is not exactly a good one. You know, we made our
Yeah,
fair share of really bad decisions growing up. Everybody
yes we
does
did.
it. Boy, girl, anything, you know, what guys, gals, non-binary pals, like Joe likes to say. Everybody's
Yes
gonna
sir.
make a dumb fucking decision.
Yep,
You can be an asshole but still be a good person, you know,
that's fair.
as long as
That's
you
fair.
learn from your mistakes. So
Yep.
I'll read the
Read
first
that first
comment. Yeah.
comment.
First
Yeah.
one here is: you're the asshole. You don't rescind an invitation because you won't get laid at the end. Only guys understand is an example of toxic masculinity. Don't be surprised if you lose a friend over this. Edit, thank you for the silver. P.S. Since some keep making mocking comments about toxic masculinity, I'll break it down. Only guys understand implies that guys would obviously take the choice that gets them laid. He doesn't even really like the other girl. He just knows he stands a good chance at some action. That's a really gross way to view women. I hope the other girl does end your friendship because she deserves better friends that don't sexualize her. Edit 2, holy crap, my inbox. Stop it. Thank you for all the awards. To the 350 people in my inbox that called me a feminazi, you may think I'm full of crap or your feelings are hurt, but 8,000 people show you're in the minority and probably part of the problem.
I am going to disagree with one thing. He just knows he stands a good chance at some action. I don't like putting that implication in there because it could very well be as simple as dude just wants a genuine connection with someone like someone who likes him as he likes them.
Mm.
And this may be a woman that girl number 2, that is, this may be a woman who he's been talking to for a while, because it's completely okay to talk to people. It's completely okay to gauge where you're at with them. I part of me has this gut feeling that he just wants to have that connection.
I don't think he vocalized it very well, though, because I'm going to quote him here, because let's be honest, if I had the choice between going out with a girl who only wants to be my friend versus a girl who is super into me and wants to take things to the next level, then obviously I'm taking the second one. Doesn't sound the best.
I'm fighting for this guy, man.
I want to, like, look, kings stand up for each other. This guy's not a king.
Okay, I rescind what I said.
Yeah, he's not making good decisions.
All right.
As long as he learns from them, then he can still be a good person. But
yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Let us know what you think in the comments. This nip slip, man. I'm trying to fight for you over here. You're making it very difficult, but I think that's it for us.
Yeah, I think we should leave it there. It's kind of a long episode.
Yeah. Let us know what you think in the comments. Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? How bad are you going to cook both of us? I'm really curious to see these comments. So drop them down below.
What a hell of a way
Subscribe to the channel, like the video. We'll see y'all on Tuesday.
Bye.
Later.